wearing my mother-in-law's sunglasses today during daddy daycare. So the story behind that is that today my dad and I went up to Temecula to deliver a bunch of inventory to one of our past clients, someone who was with us while 9010 was open, and we had to return today all of their books and apparel. Actually, we started returning some of it today. I have another trip to make on Friday, in fact, because we couldn't fit it all in the 2 cars that we took. Anyhow, I was driving my mother-in-law's SUV, and I looked down in the little console and I realized there's this awesome pair of sunglasses, and I hadn't worn them until like I was only 10 minutes away from being home on the return trip. So yeah, so I wore my mother-in-law's sunglasses today, and actually they really worked. And you know, if I don't say so myself, they look pretty good too. So real quick, wanted to talk about a couple things. Health update. Why did I post that I was hiding on Facebook the other day? Here's what's going on with 9010, what's coming up next, and then I'm looking for something. So first, let's talk about the health update. I've been having pretty good days. Actually, my physical health has been okay. My knee's been fine. Just sore. It feels like someone like hit me with a bat. What's all this money? God, the kids are trying to fundraise for school for Jump Rope for Heart, and there's coins and cash over on the couch. And by cash, I mean a $5 bill and 3 ones. So anyways, health update. My knee feels like someone has just hit it with a bat, and it's just bruised. I can't get the bruising to go away. And I've tried things. I've tried icing. I've tried essential oils and all that kind of stuff. And I go see a knee specialist in a couple weeks, so I'm just gonna wait it out. Emotional health is a different story. Definitely had ups and downs. Some of you who are watching this probably either don't know or had only recently figured out or learned that in 2016 I was actually really fighting a lot of depression and anxiety in the fall. And it turns out that when I started getting professional help, that it was actually a lot of the same symptoms and the things that had been occurring in my life had been happening for a long time. I just didn't know what they were. Jen didn't know what they were. We didn't know what they were. And so at the advice and recommendation of some of my closest friends, one in particular who told me, you got to go see your doctor, got to go talk to somebody, and, just take care of this. So my health emotionally recently has been a little bit of an up and down battle. It's hard to know exactly how I'm going to feel every day when I wake up. So some days I feel great, some days I'm optimistic, and other days it's just really hard to get out of bed. Sometimes that's physically because I'm just exhausted, and sometimes my physical exhaustion is due to my just emotional exhaustion. So it's been hard. Anyhow, despite that, I made this funny post. Well, maybe it was funny on Facebook the other day. I said, I'm sorry if it seems like I've been hiding recently. I've been hiding. And it was kind of a joke, but it was also kind of true because sometimes I just don't feel like being me. I feel like being the me that a lot of you know is like jovial and happy and connecting and, feeling optimistic and happy about everything. And I'm just not like that right now. And so I have a lot of voicemails I need to return and a lot of text messages I need to write back and a lot of comments I should respond to and express gratitude and thanks for, and I'll get to that, I promise. But some days just haven't been feeling good, so I'm taking time to be okay with that and to just really do what I need to do in order to feel good and to be the person I need to be for my wife and for my kids. And that is definitely not a perfect process. I'm still working on that a ton. Some things have happened since 9010 closed. First, I want to thank so many people that have reached out to me, expressing their condolences, offering to help with anything that we need help with, offering part-time work, offering full-time work, offering me, introductions to industries I've never even thought of. Thank you. I'm very humbled by all of that. As I've told most of those people, or all those people right now in this situation, in this period of chapter of life, I'm just taking a pause. I got to take a pause and figure out what is going to happen next. And not just what is going to happen next, but who is it that I'm being called to be next. this is part of it, I think, being more candid about the things that are happening in life, not just sharing the highlights, not just sharing the, fun marketing and branding video stuff we did, but just talking right at you guys with this kind of conversation too. So it's been difficult with 90/10 closing. There's a lot of loose ends to finish. Everyone thinks, oh, it's so hard to start a business, and it is. There's a lot of things you got to get ramped up in order to get going. There's a lot of stuff you got to unramp and unwind and undo and close out, and it's difficult. Some of these conversations are really crappy, and you're having them with people you care about and that care about you, and the news isn't good, and the conversations are tense, and some of them aren't conversations, they're confrontations. So, it's been a mixed bag of feeling very good and humbled by people offering help and assistance and guidance and reassurance. Also feeling confused, like, what am I going to go do next? As well as just getting beat down in some cases by situations and by people that I just, was surprised by. So as far as what's next is not much of a what's next, more of a who do I need to be next. So I'm taking a lot of time privately to just be myself and just be me, to listen and listen to that voice that God's speaking audibly to me to say, hey, I need you to be this, I need you to do this, I created you for this, I'm calling you out to this, and trusting that. So I've been journaling a lot, taking a lot of time to just meditate, be still. It is so hard for me. You guys know me. Being still is difficult. One of the things that's been clear to me and to also my wife and some other people that have confirmed this is that I need to be telling stories, not just mine, but also some of yours. And I say some of yours tactfully, because some of your stories you probably don't want to tell, and that's probably the way they should be. Some of your stories you need to tell. A number of people this year I've either secondhand seen or been told directly that their New Year's resolution or the thing that they're working on in their personal growth this year is to be more candid about their story, about their faith, about their walk, about their trials and tribulations, struggles, challenges, wins and successes, achievements and disappointments, name it what you will. I've seen a handful of people who have said that this is the year that they're going to start telling their story to encourage others. And I want to tell your story too. So I have already committed to do this and talk to YouTube on stream, and also to post videos that are somewhat edited. And then I want to hear your story. So if you have been feeling called to tell your personal story this year, it could be a testimony, it could just be a story about a chapter of life or a difficulty you went through, or a win, a success, or something that you learned from. I want to tell that story too. As you may know, this channel has been monetized since the end of 2017, so that the money generated from this channel can go to local charities that serve people in San Diego. I'm hoping that that can continue to grow so that it gets outside of the region and it can go to lots of other places. But the monetization isn't to pay my bills and pay for monthly expenses. It's to generate money to give back. And those of you who know me even just a little bit know that that's always been one of the things I've wanted to do more than pretty much anything else, is just give in tremendous ways and give in big ways and give in ways that help change people's lives, not in an enabling way, but in a way where they're getting the assistance and support that they need to take that next right step in their life and move on to the way life needs to be for them, successfully on their own, and being part of contributing to society and being a member of a community and a support system and all that. So anyways, this video channel is monetized for that reason, and I want to be introduced to people that have stories to tell, that are maybe even privately saying, gosh, I know I need to tell my story, I don't want to. Introduce them to me. You can even forward this video to them, or email me, or text me if you have my phone number. And then if you are the person who said that this year, I need you to step forward. Raise your hand, email me, call me, just step forward. And let's talk about how you can tell your story to benefit others and help them see encouragement and see see the light at the end of the tunnel, maybe in a situation or a stage of life that they're dealing with that you've already walked through successfully, to encourage them and give them hope for the future. That is all I got for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this, and please, honestly, please share this with somebody who you know has stories to tell. That's been one of the things during the meditation time, the reading my Bible and journaling, and even my wife's prayers and other people too, have really confirmed that telling stories is something we have to do in 2018. So let's get to it. Thanks, y'all. Talk to you later.